If there is anything that there is consensus of belief and conviction on, it is that everything must one day die that is regarded as being alive, as long as they are in the material world. To this fact all religious people, scientists, agnostics, atheists all converge in agreement. But one thing that only a few are aware of is that the material world is neither alive nor dead, but just is. It can only be animated by the radiation of external forces that keeps it alive. That is why the whole world of matter, the physical world, the astral world and the world of ether are the fields of activity for the nature beings, like the gnomes, elves, water sprites, and so on. The so-called gods of Olympus are part of these, and their field of activity is the realm of ether. Ancient people were at home with these beings, but modern man, who actually can be regarded as brain cripples even if they enjoy high intellectual reputations, will have none of such stories. Even stones have beings whose radiations keep it, and can be manipulated by these beings. My articles on the laws that govern creation and the Pyramid of Giza touch tangentially on these issues. Following these explanations, humans as alien beings to the world of matter are said to be guests of the earth, beings that have come to be regarded as the lords of the elements. Finally, the body cannot be said to be either dead or alive, but animated by the human soul itself. Hence, when pregnancy occurs, the growing baby is maintained by the radiation of the mother until the soul that will occupy it enters the fetus at the middle of pregnancy. This is characterized by the first kick of the baby. And when the soul leaves the body becomes inanimate and is referred to as it. And this is where the story begins. The soul leaves the body. But it still has other bodies apart from the physical body. This consists, immediately, of the astral bodies which pulls out of the body like telescopic lenses. Since the astral body is the prototype of the physical body, the decay of the discarded astral body automatically results in the decay of the physical body. Thus the soul is left with the ethereal bodies and the transitional body of gross fine matter that I mentioned in the article The Divinity of Man. Having dropped this also, the soul enters the ethereal realm, or the realm of real ether. If the soul is pure enough, it will also drop the bodies of ether. Look at it this way, in order to enter a corridor with many rooms, you are required to wear several jackets. You must drop a jacket before opening the next door. When you have dropped the last cloak of ether, you now come to the boundary of the realm of the forces of the elements. For you to enter the realm, you need to drop one more cloak at the boundary. But you will traverse the whole realm, right up to Olympus, where you drop the last jacket. At that point, the soul is only wearing the cloak of the spirit and thus can enter the spiritual realm, or paradise. This spiritual cloak, by virtue of it returning home to paradise, is a cloak of flames. That is the way it can be described. This can be seen in the description of the death of Elijah in the Christian Bible, where he ascended to heaven in a chariot of flames. My reader can probably understand why some clairvoyants see fire surrounding some individuals, and conclude that they are strong spirits. This was also hinted at in my article Where Does Fire Come From? In the same way, an evil soul will either never leave the vicinity of the world of matter, then becoming an ancestor, or, based on the level of coarseness, move down instead of up. But there, they remain in the world of matter, either ethereal or astral, but in the lower regions, where they exist to continue their vices among those with homogeneous vices. That is what religious people call hell, because life there is actually hell for them. Imagine a place where only armed robbers dwell, robbing and killing fellow armed robbers, only they never die, and you will begin to get the picture. It may well happen that there are people who are good, but not good enough for the complete journey to paradise. They will find themselves also in the ethereal, where people of like maturity exist. Most get opportunities to come back to earth to make amends, by meeting those they have wronged to settle scores. Unfortunately these days, they make worse mistakes in their journey to make amends and may therefore sink lower on their passing on. The same thing applies to even those in hell. But when a certain hour strikes, which is soon, no soul from hell can be allowed to incarnate on earth again. This was referred to as the first death by the revelation of John. This will happen at the beginning of the time described as the period of the millennium by Christians, referred to as the time after the Kali Yoga by Eastern religions, and the time of Al-Islam, when Mahdi will rule the world with Prophet Isa, according to Islam. What I have described here should serve as an introduction to the unique work In the Light of Truth, The Grail Message by A.B.D. Ru-Shin, written in original German edition in 3 volumes. That book gives more details, and answers all questions pertaining to this issue. This presentation contains images that were used under a Creative Commons license. Click here to see the full list of images and attributions. https://link.attribute.to/cc/9757770. My name is Uche Mba. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and hit the notification button so I can send you more videos like this when available. Thank you.